Reserves. The gentlewoman from California is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield 5 minutes to my colleague from California, Representative Speier.
Gentlewoman from California, Ms. Speier, is recognized for 5 minutes.
I thank the gentlelady, and I thank the Speaker. Let me first say what a joy it has been to work with my colleague Mike McCall on this issue, and with Chris Van Hollen as well. The passion, the compassion, and the commitment to this issue is one that I've not seen replicated many times. Let me comment by talking about the letter I received from Sylvia DeCourcy in my district. Her son Tyler was diagnosed with stage 4 neuroblastoma for about a year. And she had written to me the following: as a parent and as a pediatric cancer patient, I wanted to say thank you for introducing the Childhood Cancer STAR Act. This has the potential to make a huge difference for my son Tyler and his fellow warriors. In August, we lost 2 little buddies to neuroblastoma monster. To think that if this act was already in place, that may not have happened, and that the heartaches of their families and friends could be prevented. I hope and pray that my son will beat this. Thank you again for sponsoring the STAR Act. On Friday, I received a follow-up email from Sylvia, and it still sends chills up and down my spine. Tyler has officially been in remission for 2 weeks. It's only fitting that today we're taking up the STAR Act. The STAR Act would not have been possible without the perseverance, like Sylvia and Tyler, of all those families and of the young people who are living with the cancers. There have been more than 50 organizations that have worked on this issue. Together, they have managed to push even a gridlocked Congress into action. I'd like to take a moment to highlight the personal importance of the survivorship provisions of the STAR Act, which I've been working on since 2011. 50 years ago, only 4% of children with cancer survived more than 5 years beyond their diagnosis. Today, the cure rate has increased to over 80%. It is a remarkable accomplishment. And now we have some 500,000 young people that have survived childhood cancer. But as many families know, the fight against childhood cancer doesn't end with remission. As many as 2/3 of childhood cancer survivors experience secondary cancers. And that is why this particular provision of the bill is so important. It's imperative that the STAR Act has a strategy to improve their care and quality of life. And it would not have happened without the guidance of Susan Weiner and Susan Emmer of Children's Cause. I'd also like to thank the staff of all of our offices that worked so hard on this measure. Thomas Rice, Jessica Nalipa, Austin Carson, Kelly Kottner, and Andy Taylor with Congressman McCall, Zika Ababia and Erica Apple with Congressman Van Hollen, Jill Brimmer with Senator Reed, Dana Richter with Senator Capito Moore, Adriana Simonelli with Chairman Upton, Waverly Gordon with Ranking Member Pallone, Kelly Dixon with Majority Leader McCarthy, Charlene McDonald with Democratic Whip Hoyer, Holly Gibbons and her team at the NIH, and my Molly Fishman as well. I want to thank my colleagues for the time. Thanks for the leadership. Thanks for giving us an opportunity to do something to improve the lives of these children living with cancer and their parents who are advocating for them. I yield back.
The gentlewoman from California, Ms. Speier, yields back. The gentlewoman from California, Ms. Matsui, reserves. The gentleman from Texas is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. At this time, I'm pleased to recognize for 2 minutes the gentleman from Georgia, Mr. Carter.
The gentleman from Georgia is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.